Here are my pictures from day 2 at Mentor High School in Ohio. Mentor received a $13.8 million grant, and they're in the process of using that money to update their school. The main attraction that we saw, in my opinion, was the transformation of their library to what they call their hub and media center. The furniture is really what makes it, as you'll see in the coming slides. And it really is an ideal place for kids to collaborate. And there's 2 levels. So you can see in the lower level here, this is where they house their remaining books. You'll see some additional pictures of the downstairs and the upstairs. But the upstairs is primarily furniture, and it's an area for kids to just get together and work in small groups. This is the downstairs in their hub. Another shot of the downstairs in the hub. This is a view from the upstairs of the hub. Notice how open it is, and notice the walls are made out of glass. And there's a room here in the middle that they call the fishbowl room. The name speaks for itself. There's a large table in there, and there are actually 4 Apple TV screens, so people could plug in their devices and project whatever they want onto anywhere from 1 to 4 of those screens. This is a view from the inside of their fishbowl room. The chairs, by the way, were the most comfortable chairs I think I've ever sat in. This is another area in the hub upstairs. Look at the furniture here. You can see why kids absolutely love being up here. More of their hub. I believe the partition in the middle of this table can be removed. Another angle for you. This was actually downstairs in the hub. This area upstairs is sectioned off a little bit more. This is another view from the inside of the fishbowl room, and this overlooks a smaller conference room. Again, notice the glass, and notice this device over here mounted on the wall. It's a little monitor that allows kids and teachers to see who has reserved the room. They have to go online to their Google Calendar, and that is how they check to see if the room has been reserved. They can see when the general availability is. We found these monitors outside of all these little mini conference rooms, and it's really cool. It shows a green light if the room is empty, a red light if it has been reserved. There's a red light showing now, but that's just because they reserved all of the upstairs for our tour. Please excuse the kids yelling in the background, by the way. Another small gathering room. And yet another. Kids love the comfy furniture. These were pretty cool. These are treadmills that go up to 2 miles per hour that have a writing surface. So kids who just need to keep moving, they could do their work, whether it's reading or doing whatever that requires use of a flat surface. They can obviously do that while they're moving. I thought this was a good idea to have posted on the wall. This is what happens when you invest in flexible furniture. This was an English classroom that had a couple Apple TVs mounted. The teacher here is having the kids do a warm-up where they have to blog a response to something. That same room again. This is a math classroom. The teacher is right here in the middle, and she's walking around with an iPad, writing on it, which is showing up on the Apple TVs mounted in 2 corners. Here's another math classroom. This one has a smart board mounted in it. This is that same classroom. Notice that there are some high top tables. Here's another classroom that has been updated. Notice the chairs too, they're different than the chairs that the middle schoolers used. Here we see a lot of tables, and the chairs do have wheels on them, so they are able to move around if need be. And this is my last picture. One final classroom for you. Notice the tables, they have wheels, so it makes it much easier to move around and form different size groups if need be. That's it. Thank you. Have a nice day.